Kurtis Eugene Warner is an American former football quarterback who played in the National Football League for 12 seasons, primarily with the St. Louis Rams and Arizona Cardinals. His career, which saw him ascend from an undrafted free agent to a two-time Most Valuable Player and Super Bowl MVP, is regarded as one of the greatest Cinderella stories in NFL history. After playing college football at Northern Iowa from 1990 to 1993, Warner spent 4 years without being named to an NFL roster. He was signed by the Green Bay Packers in 1994, but released before the regular season and instead played 3 seasons for the Iowa Barnstormers of the Arena Football League. Warner landed his first NFL roster spot in 1998 with the Rams, holding a backup position until he was thrust into becoming St. Louis's starter the following season. During his first season as an NFL starting quarterback, Warner led the greatest show on turf offense to the Rams' first Super Bowl title in Super Bowl XXXIV, earning him league and Super Bowl MVP honors. He won his second league MVP award in 2001, en route to a Super Bowl XXXVI appearance, and also appeared in Super Bowl XXIX with the Cardinals. Considered the NFL's greatest undrafted player, Warner is the only undrafted player to be named NFL MVP and Super Bowl MVP, as well as the only undrafted quarterback to lead his team to a Super Bowl victory. He is also one of the few quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl during his first season as the primary starter, following Roger Staubach and preceding Tom Brady. Warner was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2017 and is the only player inducted to both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Arena Football Hall of Fame. High school and college. Born in Burlington, Iowa, Warner played football at Regis High School in Cedar Rapids, graduating in 1989. After graduation from high school, he attended the University of Northern Iowa, graduating in 1993. At uni, Warner was third on the Panthers' depth chart until his senior year. When Warner was finally given the chance to start, he was named the Gateway Conference's Offensive Player of the Year and First Team All-Conference. Professional career. Green Bay Packers. Following his college career, Warner went undrafted in the 1994 NFL Draft. He was invited to try out for the Green Bay Packers training camp in 1994, but was released before the regular season began. Warner was competing for a spot against Brett Favre, Mark Brunell, and former Heisman Trophy winner Ty Detmer. While Warner was with the Packers, the head coach was Mike Holmgren, the quarterback coach was Steve Mariucci, and Andy Reid was the offensive assistant. After his release, Warner stocked shelves at a Hy-Vee grocery store in Cedar Falls for $5.50 an hour. Warner often cites this starting point when telling of his rise to NFL stardom in 1999. He also mentions that his deepened dedication to Christianity occurred around 1997. Warner returned to Northern Iowa and worked as a graduate assistant coach with the football team, while still hoping to get another tryout with an NFL team. Iowa Barnstormers. With no NFL teams willing to give him a chance, Warner turned to the Arena Football League in 1995, and signed with the Iowa Barnstormers. He was named to the AFL's first team All-Arena in both 1996 and 1997 after he led the Barnstormers to Arena Bowl appearances in both seasons. Warner's performance was so impressive that he was later named 12th out of the 20 best arena football players of all time. Before the 1997 NFL season, Warner requested and got a tryout with the Chicago Bears, but an injury to his throwing elbow caused by a spider bite sustained during his honeymoon prevented him from attending. In 2000, after Warner's breakout NFL season, the AFL used his new fame for the name of its first widely available video game, Kurt Warner's Arena Football Unleashed. Years later, on August 12, 2011, he would be named as an inductee into the Arena Football Hall of Fame. St. Louis Rams. Amsterdam Admirals. 1999 season. 2000 season. 2001 season. 2002-2003 seasons. New York Giants. 2 days after his release from the Rams, he signed a one-year, $3 million deal with the New York Giants, with a second-year player option worth $6 million. Warner started the 2004 season as the Giants' starting quarterback, winning 5 of his first 7 games, but following a 2-game losing streak, highly touted rookie quarterback Eli Manning was given the starting job. The Giants had a 5-4 win-loss record at the time of Warner's benching, finishing at 6-10 overall. Following the season, Warner chose to void the second year of his contract, and thus became a free agent. Arizona Cardinals. 2005 season. 2006 season. 2007 season. 2008 season. 2008 postseason. 2009 season. 2009 postseason. Retirement. Warner officially announced his retirement from the NFL in January 2010. He said he was looking forward to finally being a true father to his 7 kids, and that he wanted to spend time with his wife. He spoke on the impact and influence of his family, former teammates, and God. He became eligible for induction into the Hall of Fame following the 2014 season. In December 2014, Warner admitted he briefly considered coming out of retirement and returning to the Cardinals following the team losing Carson Palmer and Drew Stanton due to injuries. Post-retirement career. Warner became an Iowa Barnstormers broadcaster for the 2011 Arena Football League season. In May 2010, he was inducted into the Arena Football Hall of Fame. He is also a member of the Iowa Barnstormers Hall of Fame. Warner was inducted into the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame in 2014. Warner was selected for induction in the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2017. He was inducted on August 5, 2017, alongside Morton Anderson, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, and LaDainian Tomlinson. He is the only person inducted into both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the Arena Football Hall of Fame. From 2015 to 2018, Warner was a coach at Desert Mountain High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. Notably, Caden Slovis played under Warner before being recruited by the USC Trojans for the 2019 college football season. Since 2019, Warner is the quarterbacks coach at Brophy College Preparatory. Career statistics and records. NFL statistics. Regular season. Postseason. Super Bowl. NFL records. First quarterback to throw 400-plus yards in a Super Bowl game. 414 yards against Tennessee in Super Bowl XXXIV was the most passing yards in a Super Bowl game until surpassed by Tom Brady in Super Bowl LI. Most touchdown passes in a single postseason, 11 touchdowns. Most yards passing in a single postseason, 3 games played, 1,063 yards. Highest rate of games with 300-plus yards passing, 41.9%. First quarterback to throw 40 touchdowns and win a Super Bowl in the same season. Most yards passing in the first 4 games of a season, 1,557 yards. Most yards passing in the first 5 games of a season, 1,947 yards. Most yards passing in the first 6 games of a season, 2,260 yards. Highest average passing yards per game on Monday Night Football, 329.4 yards. Most wins in the NFC Championship game without a loss. Warner shares several records. One of 3 quarterbacks to throw 100 touchdown passes with 2 teams. One of 2 quarterbacks tied to throw 5 touchdown passes in 2 playoff games. One of 2 quarterbacks to complete 80% of his passes in 2 playoff games. One of 2 quarterbacks with 4 consecutive games with a passer rating over 120. One of 4 quarterbacks to make Super Bowl starts with 2 teams and Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning Indianapolis Colts and Denver Broncos, and Tom Brady, New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of 5 quarterbacks to win a conference championship with 2 teams. Rams franchise records. Cardinal records. Personal life. Childhood. Kurt Warner was born to Gene and Sue Warner. Warner's parents divorced when he was 6. Kurt and his brother, Matt, lived with their mother, including through another short marriage and divorce. Kurt's father, Gene Warner, remarried a year after divorcing Kurt's mom. Warner's stepmother, Mimi Warner, also had a son named Matt. The 3 boys formed a close relationship soon thereafter. Kurt graduated in 1989 from Regis High School, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where he was quarterback of the school's Class 3A football team. College. Warner graduated from University of Northern Iowa with a degree in communications. Marriage. During college, Warner met his future wife, Brenda Carney. They married on October 11, 1997. Brenda is a former United States Marine Corps corporal. She was divorced with 2 children, one of whom was left brain-damaged and blind after being accidentally dropped by Brenda's ex-husband, leading to her hardship discharge from the Marines in 1990. After Warner was cut from the Packers training camp in 1994, he got a job working the night shift as a night stock clerk at a local Hy-Vee grocery store, in addition to his work as an assistant coach at Northern Iowa. While Warner was working as an assistant coach, the couple were living in Brenda's parents' basement in Cedar Falls. Brenda's parents were killed in 1996 when their Mountain View, Arkansas home was destroyed by a tornado. Warner and Brenda married on October 11, 1997, at the St. John American Lutheran Church, the same place where the service for Brenda's parents was held. Warner was still hoping to get an NFL tryout, but with that possibility appearing dim and the long hours at Hy-Vee for minimum wage taking their toll, Warner began his Arena League career. After marrying Brenda, Warner officially adopted her 2 children from her first marriage. They have since added 5 children of their own. His son EJ is the starting quarterback for the Temple Owls. Christian faith and testimony. Kurt and Brenda Warner are devout evangelical Christians. His faith first emerged on the national stage following the Rams Super Bowl victory, where he was named the game's MVP. Mike Tirico from ABC, Kurt, first things first, tell me about the final touchdown pass to Isaac. Kurt Warner, well, first things first, I've got to thank my Lord and Savior up above. Thank you, Jesus. 9 years later, upon leading the Cardinals to the franchise's first ever Super Bowl, Warner's response was similar. Terry Bradshaw from Fox, you're not going to like this, but you're the 3rd oldest quarterback to ever play in the Super Bowl. How does that make you feel? Kurt Warner, everybody's going to be tired of hearing this, but I never get tired of saying it. There's one reason that I'm standing up on this stage today. That's because of my Lord up above. I've got to say thanks to Jesus. You knew I was going to do it, but I've got to do it. And secondly, I've got to say thanks to you guys. When nobody else believed in us, when nobody else believed in me, you guys did. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Warner has usually attended charismatic churches, and believes that God healed him from a concussion he suffered in 2000. However, he eschews the term charismatic. In 2001, he told Charisma, I'm just a Christian. Broadcasting. In 2010, Warner joined NFL Network as an analyst. He can be seen regularly on NFL Total Access, as well as in studio on NFL Network's Thursday Night Football pregame show, Thursday Night Kickoff presented by Sears. Warner also served as an analyst for the NFL Network's coverage of the 2010 Arena Football League playoffs. Warner tested positive for COVID-19 in January 2021, and was unable to serve on the studio panel for NFL Game Day morning for the Wild Card playoff round. In August 2010, Fox Sports announced that Warner would be serving as a color analyst on the network's NFL coverage in the 2010 season. He teamed with play-by-play announcers Chris Rose or Chris Myers to call regional games. In 2014, Westwood One Radio hired Warner as a substitute analyst on Monday Night Football games when regular analyst Boomer Esiason is unavailable. In 2018, Warner became the full-time radio analyst. Television appearances. On January 27, 2009, Warner made a special appearance on the NBC reality show The Biggest Loser. Warner made a guest appearance on Disney's The Suite Life on Deck as himself, in the episode Any Given Fantasy, which aired on January 18, 2010. On February 9, 2010, Warner was a surprise guest on the final episode of The Jay Leno Show. On August 30, 2010, it was announced on live television that Warner would be appearing as a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. His professional dance partner was Anna Trebunskaya. The couple was eliminated in Week 8, the Instant Choreography Week. Warner appeared as the host of The Moment, a reality series on USA Network, in 2013. Film and video. In 2003, Good Times Entertainment released the direct-to-home video Kurt Warner's Good Sports Gang, a film featuring Warner as the coach of a group of animated sports balls. The series was sponsored by Warner, and focused on religious faith and moral values. A portion of the proceeds went to Warner's First Things First Foundation. Although it was originally planned as a series, Episode 1, Elliot the Invincible, was the only release along with Together, We're Better and a few shorts featuring Warner and his adopted daughter, Jessie Warner. In February 2020, it was announced that the Irwin brothers were creating, and releasing a theatrical film about Kit's life titled American Underdog, with Zachary Levi as Warner. The film was produced by Kingdom Story Company, and distributed by Lionsgate on December 25, 2021 to generally favorable reviews. Endorsements. On December 3, 2010, Warner's first multi-year post-retirement endorsement agreement was announced. Amway North America announced that it had signed Warner to a multi-year endorsement agreement to represent the Nutri-Light brand. Amway reportedly agreed to make a $50,000 donation to Kurt Warner's First Things First Foundation. In addition to his post-retirement endorsements and charity work, Warner has invested in the Elite Football League of India, a South Asian professional football league. Other prominent American backers include former Chicago Bears head coach Mike Ditka, former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Michael Irvin, sports analyst, and former NFL quarterback Ron Jaworski, and actor Mark Wahlberg. Warner's total investment amount remains undisclosed, although $50,000 of it will go towards a donation of footballs to schools and underprivileged children throughout India. Public service. Warner has also appeared in several public service announcements for Civitan International, promoting his and Brenda's volunteer efforts and their work with the developmentally disabled. This issue is personally close to Warner, as Zachary, his adopted son from Brenda's first marriage, suffered major brain damage as an infant when his biological father accidentally dropped him. Warner has devoted time and money to his First Things First Foundation, the name of which was derived from his interview after winning the Super Bowl in 1999. The foundation is dedicated to impacting lives by promoting Christian values, sharing experiences, and providing opportunities to encourage everyone that all things are possible when people seek to put first things first. The foundation has been involved with numerous projects for causes such as children's hospitals, people with developmental disabilities, and assisting single parents. Warner's work both on and off the field resulted in him being awarded the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year Award 2008, which was presented to him at the start of Super Bowl XXIX. In March 2009, Warner was honored with the Muhammad Ali Sports Leadership Award. Warner was selected by USA Weekend as the winner of its annual Most Caring Athlete Award for 2009. In December 2009, Warner topped a Sports Illustrated poll of NFL players to name the best role model on and off the field in the NFL. In February 2010, Warner received the annual Bart Starr Award, given for outstanding character and leadership in the home, on the field and in the community. At the award presentation, Bart Starr said of Warner, "We have never given this award to anyone who is more deserving.